Hello, everyone, and welcome to Random Number Generation. I'm Skybilz, your host, and this is episode 68, Majora's Mask Randomizer with the one and only Revan. As we're getting started here, a few announcements from GDQ. GDQ 2023 online will be January 8th through the 15th. Head on over to GamesDoneQuick.com for more information. Game submissions are closed. Tweet at GamesDoneQuick and let us know what you're hoping to see on the schedule. Fright Fatale is a one-day event on October 23rd to celebrate spooky season with dark, scary, or horror-themed speedruns from the Fright Fatale community. Use !Fright in Twitch chat to learn more about this one-off event. And with that being said, Revan and Spike, how are you both doing?
I'm doing great. How about you, Spike?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I was like, I should tweet out that I'm on this show. That'd be great.
You definitely should.
Yeah. So hanging out with Revan as he plays. So I'm going through. No, super excited to be here, and super excited that my good friend Revan is getting to showcase a recent addiction on my own stream. But Majora's Mask Randomizer with the Blitz settings. I know, Revan, you were the one who basically made these settings.
Yeah, I mean, there was some discussion about it in the Discord with some other people, and even the lead dev on MMR, Zoe Zolotova. And it's kind of funny. So, like, originally the seed bot in the Discord, I had this crazy idea to, because there's no randomized main settings for Majora's Mask Randomizer, like a button that just randomizes the settings, I said, what if we just, like, took Seedbot and, like, had it be able to load up settings files and then randomly select one? And so I created, like, the mystery settings, right? And then because of that, we were able to do Blitz settings. And the reason why that matters is because the way Blitz settings works, chat, and everybody watching, is basically you start with, the original concept was you start with any number of remains from 1 to 3. And any of the range you start with, the dungeons are basically pre-completed. So if you have Adola's remains, like at the bottom, bottom down there, you see like the remains at the bottom. If I had Adola's remains right here, that would mean that Woodfall Temple is dead. I have all that's just done. Like, I have the dungeon completed. But I'd have to then get this remain, and this remain instead. And there's also a bunch of other things that are off for these settings, like the Zora eggs. Instead, the song you get is from the Swamp Music statue. And a bunch of other, like, medium to longer checks are off. But some of them have been kept. The three, like, best ones probably, which is where you play the performance in the milk bar for Gorman. And then there's the one where you march the chickens in the ranch.
That one's great. I love that.
Yeah, and then the other one is Healing Pamela's Father, which requires Song of Healing and Song of Storms. And that's all the way up
the two worst songs, the ones you don't want to see.
Yeah, exactly. And the hint distribution was designed to sort of help with those checks that, like, you might get sometimes hints telling you that they're dead. And that hit distribution has been working wonderfully. You also get, as part of that, you get 5 Way of the Heroes and 3 Foolishes. So it's kind of similar to what Zooter does with 5 Wath. And some of this inspiration was from Spike's Blitz Zooter settings that he was doing, and the popular 5 dungeon reward stuff. So,
So I have one important question for you, Evan.
Yes.
If you do the march with the chicks, can we all sing the theme? Because that's so cute. I love that.
God, I want you to find the Bremen mask. Now I want you to find the Bremen mask.
I want to find the Bremen mask because there is an Easter egg I want to show off that not many people know about.
I get it. Easter egg.
If I can. I don't know. It might not happen.
We'll see.
There are some things I want to show off that you wouldn't know about unless you play Rando. So...
But yeah, like Revan's saying, the Blitz settings just generally going to be overall faster settings. Going to be a lot of the longer checks just turned off, but there are still some special ones in there. And Revan is going to start with one of the 4 random remains, and that dungeon's checks are completely eliminated. And we'll explain more of kind of what goes into this going in. I think these are super cool settings for people wanting to get into Majora's Mask Randomizer. This finally inspired me to pick them up. These settings can range anywhere from, hour and a half to 3 hours if it's awful. We're going to see if we can knock one out in 2.5 hours tonight. But with that being said, Revan, are you ready to rock and roll?
Yes, and also as part of this, for this stream, because I don't normally do this, I absolutely abhor doing this, I turned on random sound effects. And that affects everything in the game. So, one-time deal. So you better be prepared for the Gwei to scream or something. I don't know.
This is a mistake. I'm excited.
Already, you can hear it already. Okay.
Random.
All right, what do I start with? Oh, the remain I wanted to start with. Let's go, dude. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
All right.
Oh, that is wonderful. Yeah. Okay.
That is definitely the dungeon I root for being able to skip.
That is the best you can get. That is absolutely the best. So the reason why that's the best is because Great Bay Temple, no matter whether you're in go mode or you're checking it, it takes the same amount of time pretty much every seed. For go mode, it's like 8 minutes or something. And if you have to do the checks, that just adds like maybe like 4 or something. You no matter what you do, you can't speed up the dungeon. So that pretty much just saves me so much time automatically. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, so also all the post-dungeon checks, like Goron Race, are also dead, by the way, because that's just part of the Blitz settings. And I think I'm ready to go. Is everybody else ready?
Yeah, on your count.
All right. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Good luck and have fun, Revan. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. So I just want to get out of the way real quick. You're gonna see my opener here. Basically the opening route in MM Rando, there's like 3 different ones. That's a swamp title deed, by the way. That'll be relevant later. The opener I do for Blitz is a observatory opener, but there are 2 others. Okay, we got a fatty over there, that's right. And the other 2 is the south opener, where you just get the ferry here. I'm about to do some of the same stuff you do in the south opener at the start here. But you then just do the checks in the Termina field. Oh, cool. I love it when I don't get this. Yeah, so this is
such a finicky jump. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a finicky jump. It's hard to get it first try. Oh, nice. The straw roof was nice to me today.
I was like, and then there's that it just doesn't let you up there. It gets super scary.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the third opener is just a straight north, and you rush out and you get all the hints in Termina Field. But I like to do the observatory opener for Blitz. I normally do the southern opener when opponent start is on in more normal settings, but yeah. Thank you, Flair, for the good luck, by the way. Welcome, everybody. Get comfy, get cozy. Enjoy the sweet sounds of the music, by the way.
Yeah, lots of good stuff. I will say one of the most impressive things about this randomizer, there's a lot of impressive things, how many music files have been put into the randomization. It's astounding. It's like well over 1,000 tracks it could pull from. Yeah, those bomb shoes next to bomb shoes?
Yes, it was.
Okay, I was like, what is that?
So yeah, that trick I did is out of logic, by the way. That check specifically requires either Deku plus boost here or the hook shot. So what did I get there again? I didn't get anything, right? Yeah, I just got like a heart piece.
Yeah, you got the postman's hat into nothing. Yeah. Now for another tricky couple of jumps that Revan's going to be doing right here. Going to be first skipping over those middle couple of pegs. Jump to the heart piece in the tree. But now we've got Tingle right here in the balloon. He's going to go into first person, try to line this up, and then knock him out of the air. Very nicely done first try. That is super tricky, timing that. And now he can potentially get up to 2 of Tingle's checks out of logic.
Oh my God.
Whoa, let's go, dude. The Goron mask. Wow. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice.
Screaming too, dude.
And a pictograph box there also at 40. That potentially could come into play later on.
I can't believe I got the Goron mask right now. I never see that, dude, this early in Blitz. It's so hard.
You know, Spike,
I
don't know if you or Revan have this, but I feel like we're getting what I like to call in Randomizer the 3 gifts. And then after that, it's barren for a while. I'm really hoping it's not that kind
absolutely.
of scene.
I'm expecting the worst now. Oh, that routes nicely. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, little Keaton mask love. Yo, okay, do I need to be on? Do you know all the answers? Do I need to get on?
I know all the answers. I've gotten very good at that now. But you can try guessing, Spike, if you want to have some fun.
Yeah, I'm going to be on a slight delay, so you might have to read them off to me, and I'll guess them real quick.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Okay. Once it's completed, how tall is the clock tower?
Oh, no, 4? Oh, wow. Okay, I've not heard that one yet.
What is the name of the vintage milk sold? Yeah, I mean...
Chateau Romani. Chateau Romani. Yeah. That's that.
How many tiny
stuff.
cow figurines are there in Clocktown?
Is there one? Oh, wait, no, they're all
At what time does Romani wake up?
She wakes up at 6.
What bad habit does Anju have?
Does she bite her nails? What is it? She's quick to apologize. That's what it was. Okay, I don't remember. Hey, we just doubled our sword power.
That's fantastic. And yes, as pointed out in chat, the reason why that jump to Tingle is out of logic is because it expects a projectile. So,
yeah.
I need to pay very close attention to that. Majora's Mask Randomizer, staying in logic is actually more important than you realize in this randomizer compared to Ocarina of Time. It's extremely important, in fact. So, I'm going to be looking for a projectile for that Goron Mask to be in logic.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different potential projectiles in this game. You could get either a bow, a hook shot, the Zora fins count, so if you get Zora Mask, that can get you to it, or Deku Mask plus magic, so you can use little snot bubbles on it.
Yep. And so this is part of the observatory route. You basically rush the room key check here. This is one of the only specific time-based checks in Blitz, but we kept it because it gets you sort of thinking about how to route. Wait, let me double check. How am I on time? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It gets you into the idea of how to route your cycle, basically. Yeah. If we removed it, then you kind of could just do whatever, and you kind of want some stuff that you... Okay, we got the mask! Okay!
Let's go! Chickadees coming our way. All right, we're doing the march. Or we're going to read...
Probably doing the march.
Or we're going to read branches like Baron or something. Yeah.
By the way, that is my favorite cutscene in all of Majora's Mask right there, where she's like, I must know, where's it from? And he's like, from the post box. She's like, that's not what I mean, where's it from? And he's like, from the post box somewhere. That's such a good scene.
So Revan's still clearing out some stuff here. Again, so you would think, obviously, going into this, do you still have to adhere to all the time of day stuff that Majora's Mask does? Yes. Now, a lot of the time constraint checks are removed, but like Revan said, there are still a number of those in the game that potentially you have to base your route around, or you make the call, I'm going to skip that check completely, like that room key back there. Glad we didn't, because that's the Breven Mask.
It can be very punishing if you miss that check, too, because if you miss that, you have to reset your cycle to get it again. Because it is a one-time thing per cycle, so... You miss it, you got to figure out a way to route it back in on cycle 2. And if that was like a bow, then that's no bueno. You're missing out on stuff that you could route along with that.
I also had a question for y'all. So you got the Razor Sword there. Does that dull after so many uses, or does it dull by going back in time to save your game?
So it actually does not dull in Randomizer.
What? Oh my gosh.
It's permanent.
Wow.
They made it permanent.
I like that.
Because, that would be a little poopy in Randomizer. And it is, your swords are progressive upgrades. So there are 2 advances on your swords out there in the world. The first one gives you the Razor Sword. Whenever you find the second one, it will turn into the Gilded Sword. And the power of it obviously goes up. Other than that, damage-wise, of course, there's the Great Fairy Sword, effectively the big Goron sword of this game that's out there in the world. And you can even find the Fierce Deities Mask. We'll see if Revan's able to find it out. Ooh, a Mirror Shield.
Yeah, so to note, this check is also either locked behind Deku Mask or Projectile. And the reason why Deku Mask is because there's a flower outside the observatory that you can just fly into the observatory and backdoor the moon steer check. So this mirror shield is only going to come into logic when I have one of those two things, and that's probably going to happen sooner or later. But just noting that the backflip there is not in logic.
Yeah. It's a pretty simple skip to be able to do, and it can help you route in some stuff early.
It's basically the Mido skip of this randomizer, except it's even easier.
Yes.
If you want a comparison.
Reading our first hint stone of the seed. What do we got?
Poe Hut, all right.
All right. Poe Hut, don't need it. Sounds good.
Don't need it. It's dead.
We already fought enough for those in the Forest Temple and OOT. Don't need to fight them here.
How did I mess up the textures? If you're referring to the cosmetic changes, that's all part of the randomizer. You can randomize the HUD. You can randomize the color of the D-pad. I've been liking orange D-pad lately, so been doing that.
Give Revan some time here to focus a little bit because, this is the infamous the Postman's Heart piece where you have to nail this right at 10 seconds. Revan has just a couple frames to be able to nail this.
A little early. So what I do is, there's two methods to this. I like to sync it with my live split timer, and that works for me. But if I don't get it after 3 tries, I'm just not going to worry about it, because I don't want to spend too much time on this. But this logically expects the bunny hood. Waited too long. Okay, do it one more time.
10:07 just off.
Yeah. Okay, that should be it. I like to just sync it because it's just my eyes just can't follow the triangles.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. 3rd try. Good.
Nice.
Okay.
$20, giving you a refund for everything.
Yeah,
that's
so
a nice one to get out of the way.
Yeah, one time I messed that up in a race, and it was a wallet. And I was very upset and tilted.
Oh, no. Because wallet's so nice to find, especially early on.
So that's another thing, by the way, what I just did there. If you sync that with the clock at like 9 or 9:30 or like the halfway mark, you can get a blue rupee there.
What? I didn't know that.
Yep. Like I said, I'll be showing some things that you don't know about.
I say definitely. I'm sitting here in the commentary booth like, oh. And this game, truly, I think what's so interesting about this randomizer, there are so many little things you can learn about it.
Mm-hmm. And that, by the way, that blue rupee, that's a check in all sanity.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Waiting for not running all sanity tonight. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Filling up the wallet right there.
Not running all sanity tonight, no. But, oh no. Oh gosh. The bomber, shut up, please.
Shut up. That's at least one of the less punishing one. Bank time.
Yeah. All right. So unfortunately, I had to throw some of that money on the ground from swordsman school, but that's okay. All right.
Yeah. The
wait,
bank.
I know what I forgot. Hold on.
There's a bank check that you can go for. Normally in this game, there's checks you can get for turning in 200 rupees, 500 rupees, and 1,000 rupees. We have the later two turned off. But for the 200, so obviously if you don't have a wallet, no matter what, you need to spend 3 visits going to the bank and dumping off cash. So like Revan was saying, hindsight, obviously, you would have never known. You could have dropped off some money and then brought the 200 over from that, but there was no way Revan could have known that was going to be a thing. Talking to Guru, he is only a nighttime check. Ooh, bombs.
All right. Well, now we got another item. Happy about that. Bombs aren't very powerful in Majora's Mask Randomizer. They're way more powerful in Ocarina of Time Rando. But they do get us some checks. They don't really become very good until in something like Snowhead Temple. Because it helps cut down on lots of back and forth and whatnot. Okay.
South Clocktown is on the way of the hero.
So
Okay.
Swamp title deed is there.
Yep, and that's all we knew of down there.
Yep, that's all we know right now. So that Swamp title deed might be needed.
And again, for anyone who doesn't know what, like, if you haven't ever watched these before, you're like, oh,
yeah.
what does Way of the Hero even mean? Way of the Hero just implies there is something there that Revan needs in order to beat the game or beat the seed in front of him. So the only real lead we have is that Swamp title lead. Yo, nice one cycle on that first Dodongo. Being able to perfectly chain these jump slashes together. Yo, perfect fight. Well done, Revan.
Yeah,
That is
I know.
not easy to
I've been
do.
messing that up lately, but I'm so glad I got it tonight.
Yeah, it was really good.
The Razor Sword helps, because doing 6 of those in a row is extremely annoying. By the way, I am playing this on an actual Nintendo 64. I am like the only person that plays on N64 in the Majora's Mask randomizer community for like racing and stuff. So, just a fun fact.
I'm so jealous of your dead zones probably actually making sense, dude.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, I like this Way of the Hero.
Ooh, I like when dungeons are a little meaty. Let's do it. All right.
This is turning into being a really nice seed so far in terms of what I wanted to show off. So I'm happy about that. So far, we'll see what happens.
And you can see why getting that Goron mask is so important early on. West Clocktown is barren. Okay, so the bank has nothing.
Yep. Bank is nothing. That's actually really nice. Wow.
Yeah, bank doesn't have a check, and the Rosa sisters are dead off of that. Their check anyway.
Any advantages to playing on N64 versus emulator? My dead zones are correct.
Yep.
that is the main difference.
That's
Other than that, of
that's
course,
a big old advantage.
there's a ton of the emulator has no lag, so I'm losing time. Oh, okay. I don't know how much time I'm losing exactly, but I'm losing some time playing on actual console and 64. A lot of people in the racing community play on Wii VC, and then there's probably still a handful that of course use emulator. So that bow puts everything I just did into logic. By the way,
No, it doesn't,
projectile.
because you needed Goron to get bow.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
that is still either hook shot, Zora, another bow locked. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Unless it's just right here.
Maybe it's just right here. Maybe this is the one. There's a hook shot right here.
Oh, okay.
Powder keg. Ooh, okay, so not going to be able to do that this cycle, but
No, but
that is
that
access.
makes this cycle very fast.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that is now access to 3 of your 6 songs. Now a big 4-pack of hintstones right here, so we can get a lot of info.
That we can full clear because of this nice bow I got. Okay, no playground today.
All right.
I got a bomb bag and laundry pool, so maybe, but
Ooh, that's
might need letter to
potentially...
cafe.
Yeah, laundry pool where we got that bomb bag earlier from Guru. That is also tied to the entire, the infamous, the couples mask quest. There are 3 checks tied to if Revan is able to find the letter to cafe. So we'll be looking out for something that potentially is locked by bomb bag.
Can't you modify the dead zones on emulator? You can, but it's still never going to be as accurate as playing on actual N64 hardware. Just like how Wii VC is also not as accurate.
Another thing we've sort of glossed over, so you might be saying, like, why is Revan opening some chests but not other chests?
Good point.
Right here, so basically, in a word, if it's a gilded chest, there is something unique in there. Potentially something that you need in order to beat the seed. Not always. Like, you have the stone mask there, or the giant's mask. You don't necessarily need that giant's mask. Whereas if something just has like pieces of heart or money in it or anything, then those will be in the smaller brown chests, the wooden chests. South Clocktown?
Yep.
Yeah, we already knew that. Yep. I'm also just keeping track of all the checks as well.
Yeah. And then of course trade items are in like smaller gold chests.
Yes. So we like to call them out like, oh, a fatty.
A small gold.
Yeah. And again, with those Way of the Heroes, that will help us start to kind of piece the puzzle together for where Revan is going to find these items. With the Razor Sword, you can do a pretty good just little stun lock right here. Ooh, even mixing in some jump slashes based on spacing. Like it. Love it. God,
Fatty.
It's so nice to find a Razor Sword early. Fatty.
Oh, it really is. Oh, okay. We just got Slippy.
Ah, Slippy. Yeah, there will be a number of masks that, for the purpose of these settings, the blitz settings, that normally would give you frog choir checks. That check might be so long it's turned off even in standard settings. I don't know.
Yes, it is indeed.
All right, and that is all your Way of the Heroes.
Yeah.
Loaded you up with them. So Woodfall, that's going to be the 3 checks right outside of Woodfall Temple, a dungeon we do need to go through at some point. Road to Southern Swamp coming up here in probably just a little bit.
Wow, that is a pretty legendary hit to find here.
Okay.
Well, I'm just piecing out here.
That is exactly where we are. That element, okay.
That's pretty funny.
And yeah, Keep Mask didn't give us anything, I guess. So yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
How randomized is this? Yes, there is logic. When this randomizer first released in 2019, it's only like 20% of seeds were completable, but we are far ahead of that, like, by now. Like, every seed is basically beatable at this point. But there is glitch logic if you so want to bomb hover all the way up to Stone Tower Temple. You are more than welcome to play with glitch logic and do that.
Road to Southern Swamp, Way of the Hero. What do we got? We have got magic.
Got magic.
I'm saying, we did the tree have nothing in it?
What I do is I'm gonna route archery here, and then I'm gonna peek it.
Oh, okay.
On my way back. There's gonna be some things you're gonna learn tonight, Spike.
We're gonna be learning some routing. Yeah. I think when I play on, I'm able to see what's in the tree like 70% of the time.
Maybe.
Yeah, just on
I also
the way
have
to
lower
the
resolution on N64.
Yeah. So this also part of Road to Southern Swamp. Now, as I found out today when I failed this miserably, if you miss any of the little gwei, the little birds here, or the wolfos as they come by, you cannot get this check, and you have to go until the mini game is over. It's a big old time loss. You don't want it to happen.
I hope everybody's enjoying all the sound effects bleeding into their ears right now. Please. Okay, they're just... Sure.
Yeah, thankfully the scrubs will come back.
Yeah. Scrubs are not missable. This is one of the reasons I don't play with randomized sound effects, because I like to have the audio cues for this. I was like, where is he?
One Wolfos to go. Nicely done.
Okay. So normally you wouldn't probably do that check, but I want to full clear this Way of the Hero because I can at this point. So
yeah, it's a pretty common saying.
That magic meter.
It's a pretty common saying that I always clear your Way of the Heroes, because just because you find something there doesn't mean you won't necessarily find more.
Okay, that's a heart piece for sure.
Yeah, that's a piece of heart. And that's what's nice. It does accurately render in what the item actually is. So if you're able to come up with some creative little peek strats, you might have seen one Revan was able to do earlier, where he actually peeked through a wall and went into first person. You can do stuff like that to see, all right, is this check even worth it? Do I need to go for it? That does lead to Revan's going to be just on average a lot lower on health in particular throughout this run.
Just
there's
lovely
that
sounds
box
today. just oh god, there. Let me take this photo, please. Okay. Again, still out of logic, but I'm gonna route it anyway.
Yeah, all of this, we are still looking for logic. Any of 4 things: a different bow, a hook shot, Zora mask, or Deku Mask puts all that in logic. Which are, oddly enough, almost all the other things we're looking for.
Yep. Oh, wait. I should go get the red potion here. Oh, wait, I don't have a bottle. That's right. I don't have a bottle.
Yeah, that's actually... That's actually... It feels bad whenever you can't do some of the bottle lock checks I find in Majora's Mask Randomizer because there are not 4 bottles and there are 6 bottles. Ooh, nice trick.
I want to explain this. So when you walk past this Deku Baba right here, if you back walk like this, you will skip the witch cutscene here, but she will also be in the woods.
And that is not a small cutscene that Revan is skipping right there. Yeah, that's probably like a 10 to 15 second cutscene that you just skipped by being able to just do a little back walk. That's sick.
You can sometimes mess that up, so hopefully I didn't, but I'm pretty sure because I walked past the Deku Baba, she is spawned, and that counts as the cutscene basically happening. She should be in here. Yep, there she is. I'm gonna show something else too. This is probably losing me time, but if you take any mask here and you're wearing it, and you talk to her and you press the mask, the button the mask is on, you instant cancel her text box.
Oh,
yep.
That's sick.
Yep.
Yeah, if you maybe like, if it's early game, which a lot of times this will be, you maybe already have like a postman's hat or something on. That's interesting.
Yeah, or you have an empty C button. You can do it with that too. Also, yeah, chat, have fun trying to guess the music. That's always a fun thing.
So yeah, again, Revan's goal here in the Blitz settings, there are 3 dungeons that have not been conquered in this game right now. The Woodfall Temple, the Snowhead Temple, and the Stone Tower Temple. Those are the 3 we are missing in this seed. So he's going to be trying to find all of the necessary items to get into and defeat those 3 dungeons.
Right, and then I just want to mention, the reason why we came here on day 2 is because in the woods there is just that grotto there, only on day 2. And so that's part of the first cycle route, which is very important to do in Majora's Mask Rando. It shapes how your seed is really going to go. And even someone watching right now, like watching this route, you can just do this very same thing and it'll benefit you no matter what settings you're doing.
Yep.
So even if you're just playing casually.
Yeah, it's also because the sister is in the Lost Woods with you. The Lost Woods, the Woods of Mystery with you, right?
What do I want to do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it also just routes nicely with the 2 witches because you have to talk to both of them. Yeah, so at this point, I guess I'm just going to Final Night here because I don't have anything else I want to do. And what I'm gonna end up doing is probably what's happening is I either have progression in the South Clocktown Day 3 chest, or not Day 3 chest. I have in the staff room in Stockpot Inn at night. I either have progression in there or Great Bay Coast, or it could be the Ikana Graveyard Grotto right now because this bomb bag is in Logic. So
yes,
that's kind of a scary thing. So I hope it doesn't happen. But the reason I didn't go directly to Final Night yet is because I have Honey and Darling in Logic. And I want to do that now. I don't want to put that off.
Yeah.
So this is a mini game that you can do on any day. It's explosive locked on days 1 and 2. On day 3, it's bow locked or Deku Mask and the bubbles with magic. Now, I wish I could show it off here, but if you walk in here with the Deku Mask on, you can get the Deku Mask minigame and then transform to human and then talk to them as human and do it as human. So you'll have like only 10 targets to hit with the bow, but I do not have Deku, so I can't do that, sadly. So that's something I couldn't show, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, my aim, for some reason. Okay.
It's weird because it's bobbing you up and down the whole time.
Yeah.
East Clocktown, where a lot of these mini games reside. Ooh, the land title deed. Okay.
Okay, we're definitely gonna go back to Swamp to turn that in. I'm gonna elect not to do Town Archery right this minute, just because if I can save a little bit of time on some things, I'd like to.
Plus, that bow's out of logic anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So
As is most of your inventory.
Yeah, right. This is a pretty out of logic scene right now, but it's okay.
Yeah. Notable items you have that are in logic are bombs, magic. I forget where you got the powder keg, but either way,
Powder keg was Sphere 0, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's nothing. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this land deed in now, I guess. Yeah, I mean, kind of want to deposit my money though before I do that, because I do have to buy a keg again next cycle. So
yes. Yeah, and the reason why, so the powder keg is another ones like the mirror shield. There are 6 song locations in the game in total, and guaranteed every seed, Revan is going to have to collect 3 of those. The 3 that get you into each of the dungeons. In this seed, that'll be the Sonata of Awakening, the Goron's Lullaby, and the Elegy of Emptiness to go to each of the 3 corresponding dungeons. The Mirror Shield gives him access to one of those songs, the one up in Akana Castle. The Powder Keg gives him access to getting into Romani Ranch on day 1 specifically, and another song location. So between those 2 and just having Goron and Bo up in the north, there's also the Goron's Lullaby location. So Revan has access to 2.5 song locations of the 6.
Oh, right, I should show this. So, in Majora's Mask, you all know about how the tray items override each other and everything. In the randomizer, you can just swap between them. They do not overwrite each other.
Yes.
As long as you press A. So, very nice.
Very nice, yes. Big shouts to all the rando devs for
huge shout outs.
Quality of life stuff.
There's my projectile.
Hey, okay.
All right, so now this is in logic. I was gonna do this anyway, but this is in logic here with Zora.
Yo, the swag jump slash in the cutscene to save time. Love it, love it.
Literally just thought to do that, by the way. I've never actually decided to do that, but I was there. I was like, oh, I could just do that. And then, okay.
Another one?
Oh, come on. The time loss book? Really, dude?
Blech.
Okay, actually, you know what? No, at this point, I need to just reset. Yeah, let's just do the reset. Yeah, so I could extend my cycle here and do a bunch of stuff with Zora, but there's a risk with that I don't want to take. So we're going to Song of Time now, and I'm gonna rush my song in the ranch. Do the lemons, which I hope Sky is ready to sing for that.
Oh, definitely.
And probably route the north right after that, because that's another song location that I have.
At song location, there's a dungeon up there, and you know Snowhead Temple is Way of the Hero. If Revan is able to find the Goron's Lullaby on potentially one of these 2 song locations, then that's potentially another Way of the Hero push.
Yep. You can never figure out how to get out of the water there is Goron. Yeah, so there's very specific spots in the swamp there. You can get up there as human, but it's very finicky. So that's why Logic either expects Deku Mask or Zora Mask, because it's just too punishing if you're going in there as Goron. There is a trick to use Goron, but that's not active for these settings or even the standard settings. So yeah, we're gonna go to the ranch now. We're gonna play a shooting minigame with Romani. Oh, shoot. Give me that arrow. Yeah, so now everything is in logic, which is fantastic. I'm happy about that, because that bow could have been in... I mean, that Zora could have been in the west for all I knew.
Uh-huh. Yeah, in one of the last locations you would potentially look at. And you might wonder, like, why do we care so much about staying, quote-unquote, in logic the whole time? It's not that we care about staying in logic. It's trying to realize that can give you a lot of intel on where that missing piece to the puzzle was that got us to this point. All right, Mountain Smithy, day 2. Knock it off the list. Don't need.
Yep, happy about that.
Yeah, that's the one that you would normally be tying to turning in the gold dust.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget.
Ooh, all right.
This is why I say this hit distribution is so good, dude. Like, my goodness, that is really nice for my Way of the Hero Snowhead Temple. I can just bypass that mini boss now.
Assuming
If you
we
aren't
find
familiar,
any of the other 5 bottles, we're good.
Yeah, right. I don't have a bottle right now. That is one thing to note. I don't have a bottle. So, that might be the bottle I get. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not.
Now Revan.
Maybe I'll just find one before then, and that would be great.
I have definitely played a couple of these. There was one I did where I swear all 6 bottles in the seed were all locked behind being in go mode, meaning you're basically done with the seed chat. You're just trying to play to the end. And I was like, how is this possible? Bottles are obviously very good for, keeping health and magic restorative items in there and just locking a number of checks.
Right. Also to note, because even though I have a Snowhead Temple Way of the Hero, that bottle is not Way of the Hero because it's a sometimes hint, and sometimes hints cannot be your Way of the Hero item in the area when they're hinted. So,
yeah, it kind of prevents a double dip of losing you out on information. All right, is this one of our 3 songs? No. Okay.
Nope, it's not. But that does get me a check right now if I want to get it. We're going to be heading north after the ranch regardless, so... Okay.
So I take it that Oath is required for go mode since you need that to get into the moon?
Yes, but in these settings, due to the song layout, I had to make Oath vanilla. So any dungeon you complete is going to give you Oath.
Yeah. Yes, that simplifies that a little bit. Oh, okay.
And that is why this hint distribution continues to be awesome.
Wow, okay. So, yeah, that is another hard required item. Light's also going to try to go for a little nifty jump right here. Little jump / up. Get a check for free. Another bomb bag.
Enjoy the dog sounds, chat.
Like, you haven't been using the button as much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's not my show. I had to make sure.
He's been so invested in this scene because he's like following the route. And
oh, trust me. I love randomizers so much. Like I do a couple of them. They're like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm like following. I'm already like thinking ahead in the routing like I'm playing.
All right,
like, oh,
we're going to
Revan's so
do
much
it
smarter than
here.
me.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
They're so cute. Look at them go.
They are. This is famously, so on the hints, if you read, it'll tell you like, what's this guy's name again? Like
Grog.
Grog. Yeah, they're like, oh, Grog gives you this. It should just say lemons give you this, because this is just a lemons check, dang it.
Yep.
It's so cute.
Gotta find 10 little lemons. They are random how they'll move around, so sometimes you gotta search a little bit.
So one thing I know that's coming to the randomizer, probably whenever 1.16 is a thing, is that Zoe has already has this developed, but it's not. Obviously, it's going to be in the next release, whatever. Is that on the mini map, the lemons will be shown where they are.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Now I'm not sure where they all went here. This is fantastic.
This is one of the most memorable moments from the game that you don't expect, but it's just so cute.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Come on. Where? Oh, there you are. How did you get? How did you two get over here?
What
I
the
think
heck?
It's because this is such a dismal game, and it's very doomsday that you just have these happy little chicks marching,
You need the lemons, Marge, dude.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
got him.
Now, will there be something important on the Bremen mask? I want it to be so bad.
Yeah, same.
Please.
You just want to hit the note button again.
Oh yeah, I've got it ready. It's right in the mic.
No.
Nope.
Aww.
But
I was gonna do it anyways.
He's making up for all the past nuts that he
All the
didn't do.
past nuts that had to be lost to the wayside, unfortunately. So that is almost a full clear of that entire, like, the Milk Road Ranch area. The only thing left is the dog race, which potentially Revan will have to do later. But that will not be in logic until he's able to find the Mask of Truth.
Okay, so I did say I was going to rush north, but I'm routing these 2 Zora checks out here because they can easily get orphaned if you don't, and it really sucks. So,
Yeah, now that he's got the... this does make it a full clear of Termina Field as well. Obviously, a pretty big area.
okay. I could have hit that beehive with Zora Mask, but I didn't want to put the Zora Mask on. It would have made it a little bit faster, but whatever. All right, so now we're going north. North has a song, another song for me to get. So, we're gonna find out what it is, and there's a bunch of checks up there too. I have to be I have to remind myself that the Swamp Title Deed might be Way of the Hero. I did not peek the chest in South Clocktown Day 3, but that's fine because I don't have a hook shot yet anyway. So we will probably just end up rushing that whenever I get hook shot.
And with the Swamp Title Deed, each of the different title deeds, they basically correspond with the mask that you would get in that given area. So in order to even turn that in, Revan's going to have to find the Deku mask, the final of the 3 transformation masks. And that's another quality of life I want to give a shout outs to the rando devs for. Kind of like with Ocarina of Time, how you can quick swap on like your boots and whatnot. Here, as you can see, you can quick swap between your Ocarina and the 3 transformation masks with Goron, Zora, and Deku after Revan finds it. So it gives you permanent access to those 4 pretty major items, and you have a lot more freedom to put onto your C buttons whatever else you need. So gives a lot of really good functionality.
And then just in case, I'm just going to invert here because just for safety reasons, if I come across, like, I don't know, Letter to Cafe or whatever, really. That's going to be one of the things I'm going to be resetting for a lot within mind because the Letter to Cafe, you can only turn in between day 1 and day 2 up until 11:15 a.m. So you have that window to turn it in. But once you've turned it in, you've got a pretty wide window to talk to Cafe. It's like 4 p.m. until like 10, I think, or 9:30 or something. And then the final night check you have until 10 o'clock, from 1 until 10. So windows for checks in this rando, or just in the vanilla game, because rando didn't change anything, are actually wider than you'd think. So while you might be stressed about that when you're playing this rando, it's really not as bad as you think. So it definitely doesn't hurt to like play inverted the first couple of seeds you're playing. I mean, Spike can comment on that, on learning the time and all this stuff, because time routing is very important in this rando, and it feels like you're basically in Zen when you get to the point where you're comfortable with it.
It becomes so much more fun once you do a couple seeds and you feel relatively confident with how much time you actually have access to.
We're going Snowhead Temple, everybody.
We're going. Yeah, it's Way of the Hero Snowhead Temple time. Yeah, that is actually full access. Revan will not be able to beat Snowhead Temple. The only thing preventing that is the fire arrows in order to get up to the top floor. I actually can't remember, is it just Goat that you're not able to do, or is there maybe a check you can't access?
So there's a check I can't access right now because I don't have hookshot, and that's the ledge in the wall. Okay, just a red rupee. Now, I don't think I really looked at the ledge here, so I have a backup here when I have Zora to peek this. You do a roll peek. I can just get it. Oh, there's the fire arrows. Okay, so now we know why the swamp title deed is needed.
That would be why the swamp title deed is Way of the Hero. Yo, is it forced double dip time? Deku's gonna be in Snowhead.
It might be, unless Deku's just chilling all the way in like Zora Cape or anywhere in Pirates right now. Because we have a lot in the West with Zora.
Now, the last couple times I've been doing these seeds, this is Hype Cave. Everybody familiar with Link to the Past Randomizer? There's the Hype Cave over there where you get like 25 checks. That's great. Here, we get 3, and that's a massive amount in Majora's Mask Randomizer. 3 is huge. We go 1 for 3, 2 for 3. Ooh, over 1 so far. Gotta blow up this rock. Oh, no, this cave.
Oh, not hype.
Oh, that was so not hype. I'm upset. Roll it again. New seed.
Yeah, so the nice thing, too, about these blitz settings is that because a lot of the medium to long length checks are junked, that it also includes feeding this Goron over here, and he gets locked from you when you beat Snowhead Temple. So I don't have to worry about that in these settings. This Goron right here, he gets to starve in blitz every time.
Poor dude. Wait, we also have the frog mask. What's happening?
Yes, we do. Also, in that next version, whenever that is, you're going to be able to potentially peek what item he has because he'll be wearing the item.
Oh, so my man's just going to be sitting there wearing like Fierce Deity's mask.
Yep.
Ready to throw down.
Yep. And same with like Cafe. He'll be wearing the item on his chest because it'll be the Pendant of Memories.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you could peek him like day 1 immediately and know if he has something. Just some minor things, quality of life things to look forward to in the future for sure. Yeah, so we're heading into Snowhead Temple here without a hook shot. We know where fire arrows are, so the temple is beatable at some point. Just not right now.
And right out counter review. So again, able to access one of our 3 dungeons. The other 2 cannot get into right now. Right now, without a doubt, the Pog item to find, chat, the one that'll make us will be the Deku Mask. If we're able to find the Deku Mask, that gives us access to a ton of stuff, including knowing where a number of our items are. We already know the fire arrows. We already know the light arrows. Both of those are Deku Mask locked. And 2 additional songs will be collected, and the Woodfall Way of the Hero all will be collected if we're able to find that Deku Mask. This might be Deku Mask. That, maybe hook shots in here.
Yep. And to note, we don't technically need one of those items, one of the elemental arrows, and that's ice arrows, because of the fact that we don't have to do Great Bay Temple. It's not logical, but I can just go up to the Ikana Canyon without ice arrows.
Using a little out-of-logic trickery.
Okay, so these freezers, I actually need to kill with bombs. Okay, he's dead.
Nicely done. Yeah, these are a little awkward to do. Usually if you come in here with like fire arrows, you can blow, you're gonna just hit them all immediately.
Oh, okay, I could just long jump over and then place the bomb.
Revan trying to show off.
Slash him even.
Yeah, some cool trickery right there. Some really cool tech.
Yeah, so these bomb jumps I'm doing are very easy, by the way. They're as easy as they look. You just place the bomb behind you and you get near a ledge. I don't know why I can just do this. All right, let's see. Okay, that's nothing. To note, that bottle of red potion could still be required. It could still be locking an item, but it will not be the way of the hero here, so...
Again, that still might end up being your first bottle.
Yeah. Lens. Okay.
Ooh, a little Shiro's our boy.
There's also the check in here that is lens locked, logically.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll explain when I get there, I guess. Because we're not there yet. I could have peeked it to confirm it, but we're just gonna go there so I can show what I mean anyway. How can you tell if a chest is good? So this chest right here, it's brown. It's not good.
It's a
good
wooden
chests
chest.
are gold and are gold. They have gold trim, and they're red. That is called chest size matches contents, which is also a feature in Ocarina of Time Randomizer. Let's see. I'll just open this anyway. Health.
Yeah, and again, that's what we're talking about with Revan, like sometimes opening up potentially these smaller chests just because they do have health in them. So Majora's Mask, I think, is like one of the harder 3D Zelda games to navigate your way through. So running around at 4 or 5 health most of the time, there's only 4 full heart containers in the game. So that definitely limits you quite a bit as far as expanding that health.
Oh yeah, so to mention, we didn't really talk about this setting yet, but as part of Blitz, the fairy chests are shuffled in the dungeons. So that's some of the stuff you're seeing me check here. All the fairies are deleted and turned into junk. Random junk, like extra money or ammo. And then the fairy chests can have items in them. So it just gives more density to dungeons. Speaking of health. Okay, I'm gonna do a trick here. This is fire arrow locked normally and logically, but I can get it by just rolling at this switch at the corner here. It's a little... Okay, I'm gonna just kill this Wolfos because he's annoying. Okay, so we're gonna try and just get this here. It might take me a few tries as it is picky. A little picky. This would just save me a trip back. There we go.
Nicely done.
All right, that's a small gold. Okay. All right, I have to do a very... Oh, I know what I can do. All right, so this game does have ground jumps, but they're very, you have to, because I want to use Zora, so it's very annoying. If you don't know what a ground jump is, Spike can explain it.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a dog. He's being a dog. Yeah, so a ground jump is basically, I've never known like exactly what the specifics are to it.
Yeah.
But just a second, I have a dog.
He has a dog, chat.
It's like the one time Revan asked me to do commentary. My dog's like, well, I'm going to start chewing everything in the room. He's Bagel. He's cute. Hey, Bagel, come in.
It was only relevant for that one thing, but basically you just roll into the bomb and mash A while you're holding shield, and you're able to then use that as a jump if you Z-target and then hold the shield and do a backflip.
Yeah, because obviously in Ocarina, or in the 3D Zelda, or in the N64 Zeldas, you're not supposed to be able to just do a jump straight up in the air. But, ooh, another big one. Oh, Mask of Truth. Might be back to the dog race here pretty soon.
Yeah, we might be going back there. Thankfully, I have it open right away, so it's not a problem. Okay, this is going to be another bomb jump here.
Oh, I'm learning so many strats watching you tonight. This is great. Because that room, there's like a whole puzzle to it you're supposed to be doing. No, we're going to skip all that.
I'm technically done here, right? Oh, no, I have the other side. I'm going to get this bottle anyway. I don't need to use Zora to do this jump, but I just did it anyway. Let's peek this over here. Okay, that's dead. That's good. I'm just going to get this bottle anyway because I don't know where another bottle is right now. So I was hoping to save time not having to get this bottle, but whatever.
Yeah, because since the Zora's Egg, the Zora Eggs song check is turned off, generally after you get one bottle, the other 5 bottles lose a ton of value. It's nice to have them, but you certainly wouldn't go out of your way for it. This is kind of an unfortunate situation for Revan. So, again, Way of the Hero Snowhead Temple. You found the Mask of Truth in here. That gives you a check. The Room Key. That gives you a check. A bottle. That gives you Lens of Truth. That gives you 1 check?
2.
Hero
Darmani.
And Darmani. That's right, because we have Song of Heal. And this is a true statement.
Okay, so I'm going to go back now. We're going to confirm if this Lens of Truth is needed for the Way of the Hero item in here. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, it's a fatty. Okay. All right, so you're gonna see why this is logical.
Oh, I've never done this the regular way. This is so ridiculous.
Yep. If this is hookshot, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's not. Rip. All right, that's the last check I can get in here without fire arrows. Okay. So the reason why that's not in logic without lens is because we don't have the trick lensless jumping on, but we have other lensless tricks on, like lensless chests and lensless walls and ceilings and lensless walking. Because a lot of those other things are not as difficult to do, but the lensless jumping stuff is. As you saw there, like those platforms are hilariously small and frustrating to do without lens. They are awful. It's almost like the developers didn't want you doing it without lens.
Yeah, I was like, even knowing where they are, like, it's a little tricky how you have to, like, hold back on the stick or anything to get to it. Or you just have the hook shot, you don't care.
Oops. That was not what I wanted to do.
I was going to be able to outrun it.
Yeah, I was hoping. So, also what this does for me, this lens, it lets me get the Hot Spring Water Grotto and set up Smithy 1 to check if I want.
Oh, that's
no.
right.
So, the lensless jump trick does not include the lens cave because the lens cave you just use the owl to go to. And you also have Song of Soaring in these settings. So Song of Soaring is logical for some of the things in these settings and even in the standard settings. Because the randomizer will expect you to use the song to soar out. Okay, so we're gonna do this.
Song of Healing, definitely one of the less useful songs that you can find in the game. Doesn't unlock a dungeon, but it gives you access to 3 total checks in the seed. Healing Darmani here, healing Macau out in the
there
west.
It is!
Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? What?
Mike, you know what to do.
Oh my gosh, where is it? Why? How? That's incredible. So that was almost for sure. There may be more, but yeah, that is almost for sure the Snowhead way of the hero.
Yep.
Holy buckets. We are pretty much
gosh.
down to canyon access, and Deku almost for sure locks the end of the seed.
Yep.
Locks fire arrows and light arrows and 2 of the remaining 4 songs.
Required Darmani, dude.
Wow. Yeah, that is.
He never has anything. I just want to note that, like, even in these settings, he just never has anything.
I've seen
So
him
the
have
fact
something.
he actually had hookshot is hilarious.
I've seen him once have something. It was vanilla Goron mask.
Right? Yeah, that was the seed that I had you play. Yeah, there was a very funny logic chain with that Spike got to experience. It was very funny.
Yeah. Majora's Mask, more than any other randomizer I ever played, really rewards knowing every little nuance about every check possibility. And there's some goofy stuff with the trade quest items that can end up going down to even allow for certain items to be in certain places.
Man.
If this is Deku.
Oh my god, it's Deku, dude!
Wow.
Wow, I am so sorry. I am taking care of a dog as well right now. So with that, now, Revan, you can go get the fire arrows. We can for sure beat one of our 3 dungeons. The last item you know where the lights are. You basically are looking for Ikana Canyon access, which is one of 2 masks, either the Garo's mask or the Gibdo's mask, in order to just get into that area. And we know Woodfall is way of the hero. Now, we'll have to see what the songs look like as well. But
we're not out of logic, Kirby fan. We got Zora mask from Landine trade in the swamp. It was that land deed trade was logical because it was behind Honey and Darling, which expected explosives.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I guess that does probably straight up confirm that bombs were in fact Way of the Hero from Laundry Pool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We still have that South Clocktown. Oh no, the Swamp title deed is that. Never mind. There is a chance though that the South Clocktown Day 3 chest is something though, but we're not going to worry about it right now.
That's
we're going to clear a dungeon.
That's incredible. Deku Mask was there, and that Deku Mask gets you the fire arrows, which you would normally, in a much easier way, if this was something, I swear, you would use the fire arrows to get to that Deku Mask easier, but instead we have to do it in reverse. The Deku Mask getting you the fire arrows. Here we are.
Yep.
Well, Revan, at least you got your bad seed out of the way today.
I did. Okay, chat. Let me tell you, I played a seed this afternoon. It was absolute garbage. I had a bottleneck into Goron Treasure Chest game, the mini game in East Clocktown, where you have to roll through the maze and it's like RNG and everything. I went west for density, which had Pinnacle Rock and Pirate's Fortress and Zora Hall and all that stuff. Literally nothing over there. Treasure Chest game had the Ocean title deed, which gave me my first bow in Akana Canyon, the late game area in the game. And that was my only bow I could get. My first and only bow I could get. And then, on top of that, I had to get all the song items, which... the Captain's Hat, Mirror Shield, and Powder Keg. And I had no dungeon access for 2 hours. I had a Great Bay Temple Way of the Hero to go get. And the logic chain was, I had to go to Secret Shrine to get Captain's Hat on Wart, one of the mini bosses there. It's a mini boss gauntlet. And the Captain's Hat then had Song of Healing, which then led to me healing the Zora in Great Bay Coast on the beach for my powder keg, which gave me New Wave Bossa Nova in the ranch, and that is what led to my French vanilla ice arrows in that seed. And then I had to go to Stone Tower Temple to get my Mirror Shield on Light Arrow chest. So...
That's incredible. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have... Dang, I wanted to show the Scarecrow here. You know what? Actually, I did try to do this, like, a few days ago. Let me see if I can get it tonight, real quick. It would save, like, maybe 2 loading zones.
Yo, that'd be hot, though.
Let's see. So, this is a very challenging pixel shot here. Okay, I have to get closer.
I thought you had it first try. That looked incredible.
Yeah, I thought so too. Not gonna lie. Okay. I understand it's difficult to probably understand what I explained, but okay.
Yeah, basically for anyone. Yeah. For
I
anyone
basically
who
had no
doesn't
dungeon
know,
access.
Yeah,
you explain.
And it was just, it was a 12-step process to utilizing a bunch of checks that you would normally not feel like you need to worry about whatsoever to eventually get there. It's your classic randomizer garbage.
Yep.
But hey, that's why we play it. The great thing about randomizers, they're either chill or they, just having a nice, fun time playing, getting to play Majora's Mask in a way almost for the first time. You're getting to, experience it for the first time. Oh, did you get it?
I tried.
Yeah, that looks incredibly difficult.
Yeah, there's a setup for it. I don't know it. I just winged it like last week and I got it. I was like, oh, okay. But at a certain point, it's just diminishing returns. So.
Right. Yeah, they're either like good chill times or they are, they're stories that you remember forever. I don't remember a lot of like the seeds that are fast. I remember the awful seeds that were a 27-step process so I could get my first check I needed to like do anything in the seed.
Yeah, I mean, you had that legendary seed with the Deku Mask and left well, but then there was all this other nonsense with it. Mm-hmm. It was, and nothing's really lived up to that since, honestly.
Yeah, that's been the peak of our Majora's Mask randomizer career so far. But we got plenty more seeds where we're going to try to, for Blitz anyways. Yep. And this is the first spot where fire arrows were hard locked in order to get anywhere deeper. And even if you could skip out on this section, you cannot fight Goat, the boss of this dungeon, without fire arrows. You have to be able to defrost him. Man, it's so nice you got Goron so early. You just get so fast.
I know. This was like the perfect seed, honestly, so far.
Yeah, we got a lot of seed left to go. Potentially still. We're 1 or 2 items from go mode.
Okay, I'll have to redo that. So this is a little bit of a tricky jump. I'm gonna use Deku to avoid here. Back up there. And just like that, I'm back up at the top.
Yeah, this is a very nice little skip Revan's going for to skip out on a couple of rooms right here.
Yeah, I'm skipping, basically raising the platform here. Oh, I didn't get close enough. Okay, that was my bad. Let me just see if this is health or not. Why not? Sure. Thank you.
Love it. The nice thing, Majora's Mask has 52 pieces of heart. Almost a quarter of the checks in the game are pieces of heart.
Yep.
So opening any random chest, you got okay odds.
Okay. Try this again now. There we go. Third try. That's fine.
Nicely done. Revan, the master of the third tries today. Third
really.
Try on the on the bunny hood check earlier. Right, not the bunny hood, but the postman's heart piece.
Yeah.
And now just like that, into the boss fight we go.
So this chest over here, I just want to point out, this is junked because we have boss keysy, which means you don't need to get the boss keys.
Yeah, it's in general keysy. All keys, boss keys are removed, and it just kind of buffs the dungeons. So.
Okay, I am going to show this thing off here. This isn't going to be a quick kill because I don't have the Great Fairy Sword or Fierce Deity Mask, but for those of you that do not like doing this fight the casual way, this is for you. This is 100% cool for you.
Yeah, I think this is a great, first strat if you're jumping in to potentially fight Goat.
Oh, got an accidental side hop there, but that's okay. Okay, so he should maybe die from just my bomb on the next one here. But yeah, you just toss the bomb there like I did. And I just wait for a sound cue when he starts charging me here. So normally with Great Fairy Sword or FD, you would just one-shot him right there. But because I only have Razor Sword, I can only 2-cycle him.
Which is still so fast. Very nicely done there, Revan.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, that's so fast in comparison to what that fight is casually. You'll see a lot of people either do that strat or potentially use a bow to just shoot him from a distance. But yeah, I think that's a really good first strat when you're getting into Majora's Mask randomizer. As long as you got some bombs, you can make that work. Even if you just got the baby sword, I would still say that's better than doing the almost Goron race segment.
And like I said, we're gonna get vanilla Oath to Order here because if we tried to shuffle this, things wouldn't really work out. There would be some issues with getting Foolish Accept songs for dungeons that... Oh yeah, we still have that way in the hero to get. Foolish Accept songs for dungeons that you already have completed. So that would be a problem.
Knocking out some of these checks that are only available after you have completed Snowhead. And utilizing Goron. Goron does not like water. So that's that's another good set of strats to just understand when you get into this game, that Goron doesn't like water. Zora and Deku both don't like fire. So if you ever just need to void out real quick, you don't even take damage from it. You can utilize that to get back, kind of warp back very quickly.
Okay, this is really good info.
Oh, that's
So-
meaty.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. So that
Okay,
doesn't
then.
kill the captain's hat, but it does mean that the bomb bag is the way of the hero, for sure. Like, we knew that, but
Uh-huh.
now I know where captain's hat is, should I need it.
Yeah, and that gives Revan access to the only other potential song he doesn't have access to, which could be that Sonata of Awakening or the Elegy of Emptiness.
So that letter to Cafe, the reason why that matters is because I have to find the trade item to get those checks. And that's part of the laundry pool where you saw me get that bomb bag before. Yeah, not walk, but potentially required. Potentially. I don't really know yet. Okay. So springtime is done. All right. Let's think. Right. I should go to. Yeah, now I should just go to that Woodfall Way of the Hero here.
Yeah, this area potentially is going to be very juicy for us achieving go mode because Deku Mask is so important. It locks 2 of your 6 songs right here, and you just need Deku. No other requirements.
Right. And to note, I could have probably bomb jumped over to get the song here earlier, but it would not have been worth it because you have to come here anyway with Deku for the other song here.
Yeah, I think very rarely is a potential. Oh, Deku just pops up right there. I will remember that. I have learned so many little strategies.
Even Spike is learning things, chat.
And I've done like 12 seeds. There's so much to learn.
You've done a lot, to be fair. Like you've
I
done
have
probably
actually
like
done quite a few.
30 or 40 or something by now, probably.
It's a
shit.
problem. I'm addicted. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So these guards on the left side here are very RNG. Their pattern is never consistent. Oops. Why not? Why not? Why not have the music be Pokemon? Why not?
Love it.
Yeah, this randomizer has custom music. There's a whole channel in the Majora's Mask Randomizer Discord called Music Releases, where people release custom music to put in the randomizer. You can just stick it into the folder, and the randomizer will randomize where it gets put in the game. Great.
This is a super nifty trick. Ooh, not even
this.
utilizing the Zora mask right there. Yo, the confidence.
I will show the... Oh, no, oh, god dang it.
Oh, the other one came down immediately.
Yeah, that's why I hate getting that check when I do the trick there, because the guard is a jerk.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like over 1,000 tracks you can find in the Discord. It's like some in the Music Releases channel, some in a repo that isn't in the Music Releases channel in there. Kind of spread out. Oh my gosh.
Oh, gosh, they are being so mean to you. And again, their movement patterns, chat, completely random. There's no way to control it or anything.
Completely random, not consistent ever.
Yeah, a little backflip.
So that's the other way to get up here.
Yeah. And then a little side hop with Zora. And now he's got to make sure he takes out this enemy, side hops his way over. Because if you try to just jump off, Link will just fall down. But with the side hop, you can bypass that. Now, just enough to catch this cycle with Deku, and just as the platform starts moving up, he can pop out of it. And now we're about to get our back-to-back 2 songs. There are 4 songs left in the pool. We need the Sonata of Awakening. We need the green or the orange song. That one's the one we don't need. That's actually the worst song we could have found.
Yep. So, as part of Blitz, there is when you have one of the dungeon songs basically not useful, there's nothing you can do with it. There's some exceptions, like Elegy of Emptiness, if you start with the Twin Mold Remains, can be needed for 3 chests up in Stone Tower. And then with Sonata, if you started with Adola's Remains, you could need it for the graveyard where you chase the giant skeleton.
Yeah.
But outside of those two things, there's nothing else. You don't have gossip stones in these settings, which are the stones you play the dungeon song for in Termina Field with the respective transformation mask.
I didn't know you could go to that torch. That's sick.
Chad, they brought me on for commentary just so I could gush at all the cool little strats you could do.
And then here, you have to buy this bean if you want, well, you have to buy a bean if you don't have a bean in your inventory in order to be able to buy beans from the scrub in Southern Swamp. So that's why I bought the bean there, just in case I have to, I don't know, just in case. It's just a habitual autopilot thing.
Right.
Because you don't do that, then you cry in some seat or something.
Having to go back to get another bean would be awful. You'd have to go back through the palace again.
Yep. Okay, so we got another trick here. Gonna jump up here as Zora, just like that. You can do it as human, but Zora is easier. You just angle yourself just like that, and you can just roll jump up. It's not too difficult. Saves you having to go around the other way.
Green or orange?
We have another dungeon we can get.
Okay, and that also gives us access to light arrows. Revan, what do you think are we about to get in this Way of the Hero Woodfall?
I think we're probably gonna get... We might get a letter to Cafe in here. Very possible. But that's why I have time slowed, as you can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if he wants that check, he'd have to get it turned in by, I believe it's 11:25 on day 2. What's it going to be?
We got ice arrows here. Okay.
Okay, I was wondering if it was just going to be the logical ice arrows.
So that kind of is a wasted Way of the Hero, at least logically speaking, because the moment I would get access to Stone Tower Temple, if I'm still missing, like, Letter to Cafe or something, like, if Castle Song is not the song I need, then I need Captain's Hat, and so I'm going to need to find Letter to Cafe. So I would just rush Stone Tower Temple at that point for checks.
Which at this point, there's only one song Revan is potentially looking for, the Elegy of Emptiness, in order to get into our third and final dungeon, the Stone Tower Temple. And at this point, that could either be locked behind that letter to Cafe he needs to find for the Captain's Hat, or it could be he needs canyon access to go to Akana Castle to get what would be Vanilla Elegy. But until then, we've got our second of our 3 dungeons. We got Woodfall Temple right here. Let's see what we can find. We already know the lights are in here.
And one of the reasons also these settings are really nice is because of the song layout of like having 2 back-to-back songs, it increases chances of going into dungeons sooner. Because one of the common problems with the standard settings with using the Baby Zora's check is that you spend anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes getting all the eggs to maybe get into a dungeon. So kind of bad, especially when you don't have information about what the song is either. Because you could just get Song of Storms from that check and then be very sad. From turning in all 7 of those Zora eggs just to get that.
Oh.
Alright, so I know I have to go this way already because we know the light arrows are in here, thanks to a lovely hint.
Yeah, it's the longest... It's the longest check in Woodfall Temple, having to go over here for these torches, but it's nice. It was where the lights ended up being because that's what got it hinted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone playing the home game, once Revan picks up these lights, we are 2 items from go mode. We need whatever gets us the Elegy of Emptiness, could be the Captain's Hat, or the Mirror Shield, which we already have. And we need Akana Canyon access, which is either the Gibdo's mask or the Garo's mask. Which, if we find that, that gives us access to the Akana Castle song. So it might just be there. It might just be all blindly looking for one item here. So, Sky, you were wondering at the beginning, oh, you get too many items early on. What's going to happen? This might be what happens.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me again. I always get I'm always skeptical of the rando seeds that seem like everything's just going great because we all know what happens to those. We've all played enough
Right.
randomizers in this voice call to know to be skeptical of just that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've had some pretty kind seeds lately though, except for that one this afternoon. So maybe I got rid of the bad luck with playing that seed from the afternoon. I don't know. Everything's just been kind of perfect the way I was hoping things would be. Like we got some dungeoning going on here. You're seeing some cool dungeon routing here.
Yeah, these are the best seeds in my opinion. The ones where you actually need to play, because a lot of these dungeons outside of the one we're skipping tonight, funny enough. Great Bay Temple.
No, he hit me. Okay, it's fine.
Oh,
That's fine.
what a jerk!
That's fine. That's
That was
fine.
so far down.
It's all right. So what I was gonna do there, I was gonna do a jump/recoil to get onto the second floor, so I could just get the torch in for the final room. But it's all right. It's all right. We're fine. We have to do these checks anyway. So
He's not mad. He's furious, Chad. I can't believe the game would do this to him.
Hey, I'm not the
Yo,
only
the
one.
Goron ground pound strats. I love it.
Yo, let's
I
go.
actually love the combat variation you can have based on like what your loadout is, what level sword you have, do you have magic or not? Do you go for the 3-piece combo meal with the Goron right there, a little bit from the left, the uppercut from the right? God, that chest looks so small compared to Goron. He a chunky boy.
oh, okay, possible.
Oh, okay, hey. Now
could
we already
loop
know
back.
we found a way of the hero with the swamp tile lead, but there is a world.
There is a world.
Oh, I don't think we've talked about that yet. You can
we
quick
haven't.
swap between the elemental arrows in the randomizer. It's great.
Just like Wind Waker. I'll
Another great
show it here again, so I can. You have to be aiming with your bow. Oh yeah, I don't have enough magic for the light arrows. That's why it's not showing up.
Yeah. But you can cycle through them, which makes for like super cool, just like quick swapping as you go through.
Oh yeah, so fun fact about this guy. If you don't Z-target him, you can just whack him. He won't dodge. Oh, I missed. That sucks. But basically, you just whack him and he doesn't dodge if you don't Z-target him. It's very funny. You can
That's sick. I didn't know that.
If you have the Kokiri sword, you can just whack him 4 times and he's dead.
Dunzo.
But he unfortunately kind of messed me up a little bit there, but it's all right. He still died. Okay, just gonna get the...
Little scary going over that gap.
Okay, didn't give me magic. That's fine. I think I have enough. It doesn't matter. We'll just... Oh yeah, I have enough. Hold on. Just go around here. Yeah, the arrow switching is very good for twin mold, which this seed I might end up having to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have the Giant's Mask, but for those unaware, Giant's Mask is actually slower than shooting elemental arrows at twin mold, unless you have Gilded Sword. And the reason why I walked in and walked back out there is because what's going to happen here is if this chest is brown, I'm just going to Goron Void to go back to the door.
Oh, that's smart.
And it's gold. Well, I can Goron Void regardless. Is the important thing.
Yeah, it's actually
I don't
even
see a-
better for it.
I don't see a lot of people doing this either, and I don't know why, but like just in races in general. Okay, can't turn that in right now, but that is something. Whee! And back over here.
Yeah, that's actually a super smart strat. Revving out here, gigabraining it.
Oh yeah. And this randomizer, yeah. When I first played this rando back in 2019, when seeds were only 20% of seeds were beatable, I was dumb enough to try and do a all masks race with a good buddy of mine, and that race quickly turned into a 2 hour. 2 hours in, we just decide let's co-op or whatever, and that's what happened. And then eventually it turned into a solo seed. It took me 20 hours. I was actually able to get all the masks, which is incredible for the time because seeds only 20% of seeds were beatable. So So I thought I knew a lot going in. I did not. I did not. I'm just gonna have to. Okay, let's just do this. I was gonna show off the Goron punch strat, but Adola was not cooperating.
Yeah, Adola can be like weirdly frustrating. Really nice stun lock strat right there, just timing each of your crouch stabs. Potentially something we might get to see on the final phase of the final boss later on as well. But we'll see. Maybe we can find a fierce deity along the way. But with that, that's 2 of our 3 dungeons clear. We just got to be able to get into Woodfall. I guess one thing nice about this seed is that you do know that Stone Tower and Stone Tower Temple do have to be foolish.
Yep.
Since the last things we need are just the things to be able to get in there. So you will potentially see a very fast Stone Tower Temple later. But until then, we got to go around the world. I mean, what are you feeling, Revan? Where are we going?
I guess we might be... I might be doing some Clocktown cleanup here with the Rimkey and the Moons tier before that. Mm-hmm. And then I might finally go west, because that's like my most dense area right now.
Oh, there's so much out west. Yeah, that's where like almost every check is at this point. Yeah, you have found a lot of little one-off items, the room key, the couple's mask, the mask of truth, all the Moons tier, all those giving Revan access to a check apiece. It was really anybody's guess.
Yeah,
but it was not that one. If you guessed that, you're wrong.
There's 2 checks in the graveyard right now, but I really kind of don't want to go there until I have the captain's hat, and I know where the captain's hat is. It's just finding the letter to cafe is the problem. So we will not be getting that. Okay, so we're gonna be going west. I probably okay, this room key, maybe.
Potentially Pog. Could it be Pog?
Okay, so I can turn in for Smithy 1 right now. This is why I inverted.
Ooh.
One of the reasons. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do here to get 1 rupee.
Oh God. Rupee sanity strats.
This is a rupee right here. And then also, these are rupees. If you ever need them.
Legendary.
You can also roll in that basket and you'll get 3.
Yeah, I've noticed that because that's where you jump around to get to the chest eventually. Yeah, I'm like, what? Why do I have money? What happened?
If you want to get those targets even easier, you can crouch stab above them and you'll get the rupees.
That's sick.
So it's like 9 rupees there you can get if you need them. I also could have optionally gotten a red rupee there. On the stairs.
Oh my God, there's so many rubies in this game.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm going to keep time inverted. We're not going to get that check for a bit because I'm looking for a letter to cafe. So we're just, it's all right.
Is that your feeling? Do you think this is letter to cafe?
I think it is. I think it is. But if I find Garo or Gibdo before that point, well, that's gravy, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going through my own map right here, just like crossing off everything. I'm like, really? There's like 4 checks, and then everything else is out west. That's just where the rest of the density is.
Yeah, let's show this off too. This actually has recently been allowed in standard settings and also by extension Blitz in that sense. So for a long time, this was banned, like damage boosts, because people were afraid that it would make Epona's song really like nerfed and bad or whatever. But you can do that to get over the fences.
That's actually really nice.
It's really easy to do. And there's really no reason not to do it if you have Goron and bombs. I typically still like to ride Epona over the fence just because it's easier. Like if you mess up once or twice, you probably were better off doing the jump anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean the Epona anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just opening that for money. Because we are coming up to a tingle.
Yeah, the final potential tingle check. The all the different tingles in the game, they're in a bunch of different locations throughout it. There are 6 total tingle checks that he will sell you, and in each area he'll sell you 2 of them. So you can kind of memorize, like, one really good piece of information we knew from earlier was that Milk Road, where a tingle is foolish. So because of that, we knew the 4th and the 5th of the 6 items he will sell you, we knew those couldn't be anything. So that kind of really limited what he could be selling you. But hey, he did great. He sold us a Goron mask. That's Pog.
Yeah, exactly, Shadow. Yeah, you're more likely to have Epona than Goron and bombs. Yep. So if Standard ends up going back, or I guess if the next season they end up going back to random starting song, then there might be some interesting out of logic plays with it. But not really relevant in these settings too much because you always start with Epona. So it's just like a little speed thing if you want to do it.
All right, how much is the Song of Healing locking in this seed?
If this was Garo or Gibdo, that would be absolutely bonkers.
Get the button ready, Spike.
Oh, I'm so ready to go. Also, big shout outs to Majora's Mask Randomizer actually getting these items to render as what they actually are. So, bloop, what he left behind, $20 in his pocket.
Yep.
He was on his way to McDonald's, then left this off.
That's so
Yeah, for a long time.
Yup.
These healing models were not updated yet, but I think it was like 1.14 or something, or maybe 1.13 that they got updated, and it was really funny to see like the Darmani check with different masks and stuff showing up. It was great. You can get some weird angles of stuff with his cutscene in particular. Like when it's arrows, it like awkwardly angles upward when it falls on the ground. It's so funny.
God, I love swimming with Zora. It's so fun.
Oh, that classic ladder. Gotta love it.
Whoa!
Okay, so I know the Great Bay Coast purchase is dead, but the Ikana Canyon one is not. And I don't have access to Canyon right now. So this can be important. Could even be Ikana access. And it's not. Okay.
All right, so that is it for... And yes, he will sell them to you at those prices, so sometimes you can have great value from Tingle where he's like, hey, I'll give you $100 for 5. And you're like, oh, that's great. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can just jump straight up there? You're so smart, Revan. I didn't know. I always went on the little step.
Yeah, I was like that for a while, too.
Definitely the most horrifying check in the game right here. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh gosh, that's terrifying.
$20 bucks.
20
That's what he
bucks.
left. They're all $20.
You can't make this up, Spike. There's all these $20 in Great Bay. Like I know we got the Great Bay mask remains, but I didn't realize this was all just gonna be $20.
So, yeah, that's what everybody is worth. $20. That's all you get.
All right.
That's so sad.
I'm just going to route Pinnacle Rock here to get it out of the way because it's 2 checks. And anytime I've ever done it after Pirates, I'm distracted by a bunch of other things.
See, I do Pirates every time because Pirates just over to the right, chat, is 12 checks. Pinnacle Rock is 2. So you would think if you're playing to density, you should just go over to the Pirates Fortress right now. Nope, it is somehow always Pinnacle Rock. I swear.
Yep. Yeah, the seed this afternoon, Romani's mask was there, and that I knew was locking a wallet.
Oh, man.
And I actually had good time, and I went for it, and then it turned out in that seed, the Swamp Title Deed locked a Giant's wallet, the other wallet, on the ledge.
Man, the title deeds have been coming in clutch.
Mm-hmm. And the scrub purchase there was gold dust. After I already turned in for 61, the 100. Okay, brown, so not relevant. I'm gonna go down here, get that magic. So you can kill these eels with Zorafins, by the way, and it is logical. You can have your magic down here with just Zorafins. Okay, we got a gold boy here.
Ooh, gold boy.
It's a trade item. It's a trade item.
Mountain title deed, maybe?
No.
Mama?
Nothing, just junk.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
I went to Pinnacle Rock and all I got was this pendant.
Yep.
Make a t-shirt right now. That's great.
Pendant to my name.
I wish it was $20 again. That was the only. If we were gonna meme,
Just everything. The rest of the game is $20. As a
There
Sky,
are
you
a
obviously
ton of red rupees in this game.
Yeah,
If
Sky,
you think
you obviously-
Ocarina of Time Randomizer's trademark rupee is the blue,
yeah.
MM's is the red.
Yeah, there's so many red rupees, which is nice because money means a lot more, honestly, in Majora's Mask Randomizer. There's a lot more, like, mini games you try to play, just things you need to purchase. Of course, have the bank-based checks. So it is nice that there are so many things that are like, here's 20, 50, even a decent amount of, like, silver rupees that are worth 100. Another peeking of an item right here.
Roll peak here. I'm trying to get it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, come on. Thank you. Okay. Oh, that's just some arrows. Okay. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, there is like a arrow check in the game. You just found it.
Yep.
That is a full clear of Great Bay Coast. We're slowly but surely, chat, checking off all the areas. We got 3 big fatties right here, though. Pirates Fortress exterior, sewers, and interior, totaling up to 12 checks. This very well could be our Arcana Canyon access, which is the main thing we're looking for, and then potentially the letter to Cafe.
Oh, we got a fatty already.
Oh, man, I love it.
There's Arcana access.
Okay.
All right, I
that
need to go to
may be
Castle
go
Song
mode.
after this. I'm going to full clear this area, but we got to check Castle Song.
Yeah.
50-50
50-50 chance. Chat, are you a believer? Do you think we're in go mode? Do you think we need to find the letter to Cafe? Let him know. And Anju still loves him. Or something. I forget if it's from her or not. If I have the letter to Cafe, you're 100% in go mode.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm going to play it safe here and wait. Okay.
Yeah, just like in the
So-
GDQ Palace, they have lightning good vision.
So normally, maybe you would think that, wouldn't it be a good idea to just rush the song right now? No, it's not. The item, there could be a letter to Cafe in here still, and that would really suck a lot for me.
Yeah, I think for the
make that gamble.
I think for the purpose of a showcase right here, it makes sense. Like, hey, there's 9 more quick checks up here. Let's just go ahead and full clear it. If you're trying to maybe get a little sweaty and like, a randomizer race or anything, which we are looking at having more tournaments all the time in all these different randomizers. I'm looking to host a Blitz settings tournament before too much longer.
Yep, and there's also going to be a mystery settings tournament for Majora's Mask Randomizer.
Ooh.
And speaking of that as well, Revin, what do you do on your streams besides this? Is there anything else or any other projects you've been working on?
Oh, I guess you could call me like a bit of a variety randomizer streamer, if that makes sense.
Dude,
While I
same,
do
get
focus
it.
on MM, I also play Zooter, but I've also played DK64 Rando. I've also dabbled in Banjo-Kazooie Randomizer, which, yes, there is a Banjo-Kazooie Randomizer, and it is very fun.
What? I haven't had that on the show yet. Hang on, back the truck up. I'm going to make a note of this.
Back up. Stop this seed right now. She wants you to boot up, but I want to play it as well. It looks very fun.
Okay, you know what? After the show, I'm going to have my people call your people. My audience here on Random Number Generation has to see some Banjo-Kazooie Rando. We'll have my people call your people when we're done. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and then I've also been part of the Twilight Princess Randomizer closed beta. I've done some seeds of that, and that's been really interesting and fun. I've only finished 1 seed because they're very long right now. Oh, I don't have any magic. Oh, that's fine. I have hookshot anyway. So if I had magic, I could just Goron roll all the way down there, but
Oh, that's cool.
I don't. That's why I routed it this way.
Yeah, you can get some really sick airtime.
Yeah.
Other
things.
Something... Oh yeah, go ahead. No,
know.
you talk.
Yeah.
Please
Other
don't.
things. Trying to think. Oh, I guess probably I'm going to be messing more with some of the crazier things that Rando has, like hookshot and climb anywhere logic.
Oh my god.
And adult link logic and stuff. So, okay, so that's nothing. So I have some silly stuff I need to go back to after doing all the Blitz stuff I've been doing. Not that I'm not gonna play Blitz, but again, if you really like randomizer stuff, I got you covered. Okay, like. I am addicted. I try to keep up with everything. I want to try and start doing Paper Mario Randomizer, but I've had like no time to actually do it. So.
There's so many good randomizers coming out all the time. Paper Mario, I need to play.
And then also the mystery settings for MM. I want to do more of those seeds because it's super fun. Like the way I ended up designing it. How you're trying to discover settings and how I categorize them and stuff like that. So. There's a lot.
Want to take the time just super quickly and do a plug for myself and Spike, since we're going to be doing something fun this weekend.
Go right ahead.
Spike and I play Pokemon Stadium Rental Rando. That is one we've had on here at least once. And Spike and I are going to be taking a look at all, we'll call it 149 Pokemon, because me and Mewtwo are not included. And we're going to be doing a rating show of that this weekend on Spike's stream.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a great time. And that's another... Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, and it's not as like obvious as you might think. You might say like, oh, well, like, all right, the higher like BST Pokemon's going to be higher, right? No, because they're each balanced around. All right, well, what moves do we give to? They generally are giving like worse moves to better Pokemon, better moves to weaker Pokemon. So there's actually a lot of things to consider when you're going through a rental rando. One final check here in the Pirates Fortress.
Is this
area.
the letter to cafe, dude?
LTK.
Nope,
Okay.
it's not.
The other letter.
That would have been so nice if it was. All right. All right, let's go find out the song then, I guess.
Yeah. Again, we may already be in go mode, period.
Yeah.
Because for all we know, letter to cafe, yeah, it locks the captain's hat, but it's like up in Stone Tower. It doesn't matter. Because the two-piece combo meal to get into the final dungeon so we can beat it is we needed Icona Canyon access. We've been harping on that the whole time. That is, if you get the Garros or the Gyptos mask, it will make this NPC spawn in a little branch that you can lock onto with your hook shot. That gets you over towards the east, this next area. And then, obviously, Revan just needs the Elegy of Emptiness. So he can actually play the song and get up into the dungeon.
I just realized I need to get a red potion on my way. There is a hero that needs saving.
Ooh, love it. Love it. Man, you have made this day one last.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And the thing about it is, so like another dynamic when you're doing Majora's Mask Randomizer that you always have to balance is that you obviously want to have time to be able to get all your checks, but you also at the end of the seed don't want to be waiting outside of the clock tower for it to open up at midnight. And the most you can like push it to just right away is 6 o'clock at night. So if you wait to transition that, then all of a sudden you're standing there waiting for close to 6 minutes while you're waiting for it to tick over from 6 o'clock to midnight. Now, Revan is slow playing this because he may need it to be night one in order to do Letter to Cafe, to get access to the captain's hat so he can go check the graveyard and get that song chest. But if he finds the Elegy of Emptiness up here in Icona Castle, he then needs to find a way to quickly transition it to the final night so that it times perfectly to transition to midnight as he wants to go into the clock tower and not just stand there waiting, twiddling his thumbs.
Yep.
Epona is such an absolute unit. I've seen Epona come in and blow up the enemies as she's just running in. She's great.
I hope I have enough. Okay, I got enough. Had enough magic for that. I kinda should have tried getting some more, but Yeah, I normally I like to route the owl statue magics, but whatever. Okay, he was not the hero today.
Rip. Sorry, Shiro.
Okay, so even though I don't have the captain's hat, this is actually just nice to route right now. Oh, wow. Okay, that sucks. Wow. Thanks, game.
I was wondering where your last hint was. Found it.
Yep.
Yeah. Overall, the amount of checks there, it's only a handful of checks, so that really wouldn't have saved Revan that much time. But still, it always feels bad when you read the Baron hint after you full cleared an area.
Oh, it's a fatty. All right, so this is a trick that Spike's been trying to do.
Yeah, how do you do this?
Okay, you have to be running in the corner and then place your bomb immediately. And you have to pull out your ocarina as soon as possible.
Okay, I think it's the corner. Yeah, this is another usage for that Snot of Awakening. And you get the stun.
And see, there you go. Just like that. It stuns him.
Oh, that's so cool. Now he doesn't get a chance to run away.
Yep.
Instead, you immediately go in.
I also want to mention, I did get the Fierce Deities mask.
Yeah.
So bosses are not a problem, the rest of the seed. But probably what I'll do for Majora, since this is a showcase, is I will show the non-FD strats for that. At least the first two phases, because the final phase is just kind of whatever. It's not really roasting, it's just that, he's been learning a lot already. That's another one he now knows.
So here's a strat that Spike Vegeta has been trying to do. But he's really bad at the game, so he can't.
That Spike Vegeta will never learn how to do it.
God, I'm so glad I came on the show tonight. I have learned so much. Got the bunny hood right there. That can be nice to just moving around fast. Ooh. LTK.
That we have not gotten a hint for. That's a little scary. It's 4:30 right now. It's gonna close at 5. Man, if that was Letter to Cafe
if it's
right
the Gorman
now.
race, there's no way.
No, not Gorman race, the sound check.
Or not the Gorman, the Gorman check. Yes.
I might be able to make it. It's going to be really tight. I will probably have to do this other strat to get up to Akana.
Yeah, so what's annoying about coming out here, there's a general, there's 2 owl statues in the middle of the map, and then there's 2 out in each of the 4 quadrants. The one for Akana, unfortunately, you need full-on canyon access, and then getting up on top of the canyon right next to the castle. So if Revan wants to save his, basically his progress going through here, he's got to move pretty quick.
Okay, so we're going to do the other strat here. Wrong angle. Come on. Oh, no. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay. So I actually learned that recently, 2 weeks ago.
What? That's so sick. This is another alternative, I guess, to skip over the need for the ice arrows. Because the game logically and casually expects you to use the ice arrows.
Don't think I'm going to make it in time for the sound check at this point.
Yeah, that might just have to be
late.
Next cycle. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do... I'm just going to make it day 2 now. So that's the Letter to Cafe. Well, we can't get it this cycle, if it is.
Well, you could still turn it in before. Isn't it 11:20 on day 2?
Well, if Gorman Soundcheck is only available night 2, so...
Oh, you're saying if that is it. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to check this song now.
I'm a believer.
I'm a believer that we... I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be a believer because I know how the song layouts are in this rando. They are not kind.
Here into Akana Castle again. This is where one of our final 2 songs are. 50-50 chance we're in go mode, chat. Again, go mode. Y'all are familiar with it. Watching random number generator, meaning you have all the things you need. You just got to go do it. Be a quick end of the seed if we're able to find it right here.
Okay, so upcoming here, while I could just use Razor Sword, the Deku Bubbles are actually as strong as the Great Fairy Sword on these guys. So I'm going to show that off. And it is called the Deku Soldier. Patented Deku Soldier. Okay, so the way it works is... if she'll tattle with just Z-target. Just a 2-shot, and he's down.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It also works on the big guy, too, but it's not a 2-shot on him.
I don't know why the snot bubbles are so powerful, but they are.
Yep.
And you might be
I
wondering...
meant to
what were you going to show?
I was going to show something, but the Easter egg I kind of just forgot because I was on autopilot. I don't know if it works on him. Let's see, does it work on him? No, it's the first 2 guys. So if you play the Bremen mask on the first 2 guys, they'll do a march with you.
Ah, that's sick. So I'm glad
You know what? I'll just die. Well, I'll just die and show it. Let's just do that.
Wants to do
Let's
it?
just-
All right, sure.
Let's just do that. Let's do that. I wanted to show it. I don't show it, usually. So I'm gonna just show it. Okay?
Yeah, this guy will
It's fine.
oblige.
I'm right
He'll get you.
here. I'll have 3 hearts, but that's fine. There's pots that will heal me. So I'm gonna show this off because not many people know about it anyway. And it's the one thing I wanted to show off to. Yeah, see, there's hearts on the way. We're fine.
I love stuff like this in gaming. It's so cool.
Okay, so let's just get the curtain blown off again here. So the way I learned about this was someone else did it in a race once. It was very funny. Okay. Come on. There we go. Come on. There you go. Look at that.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
All right.
They should just give you the check.
If you have brother
Yeah,
mask,
it should just
that
give you the
just
check.
work.
If you do that.
Yeah, put that in the next update.
Anyway, most people know about the other Easter egg where you use the captain's hat here. But that's the other one.
Oh, I didn't even know
the-
about the captain's hat. Did they just not fight
Yeah,
you?
the captain's hat one is one where they mistake you for the Captain Kita, and there's a whole dialogue and everything with it, and then they realize that you're a fake because you're so small. It's really
You know
funny.
what? Honestly, fair. That was a pretty big giveaway. He's kind of big.
Yeah. At least I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure, if memory serves me correctly. It's been all since I've seen the dialogue.
The Deku snot bubbles are so strong.
All right.
Okay, let's see.
Do we see an orange
There we
song?
go. We're in go.
Hey. Wah, 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 wah.
Hey.
We
All right.
did it, chat.
So the seed was actually very kind to me. That's
Ah.
lucky.
All
right.
this stressing about the letter to cafe. We didn't need it.
Nope. Again, though, that's the kind of thing you have to be
Yeah.
mindful of. Is when the so in standard settings, normally chat, the old lady is shuffled, the one in the North Clock Town that you save, and when you save her, you can't get the other 2 checks from letter to cafe. So if you find letter to cafe on that cycle, you save her. You can only get the 1 check on night 2. So that's scarier in those settings because you can't cycle reset as quickly because Final Night has the all night mask purchase, which only is active when you save the old lady. So you have to commit to your full cycle no matter what in those settings. But in these settings, the nice thing is that as soon as you find letter to cafe, as long as you're done with cycle 1, you can just reset immediately if you want to get that check.
Yeah.
So it's way scarier outside of Blitz. In Blitz, I haven't really seen like a super bad letter to cafe so far, like inside Stone Tower Temple while you're on final day. But yeah. Also, I gotta uninvert here because we are gonna be climbing Stone Tower. So this is another thing that people that play this game casual like a lot. There's two things. The Elegy of Emptiness cutscene is not even, there's no replay of it. So it's super fast, number one. And all the block cutscenes have been sped up as well. Number two, because of speed strats, we only have to play the song like 3 times.
Yeah. This is, if you want to get into Majora's Mask Randomizer, this climb, none of it is difficult. If you memorize this route, there's a lot of creative ways that we don't, because a lot of people remember playing this, you played the song like 12 times to climb this thing. But instead you got like right here, as long as you go these 2 blocks, utilize the hook shot, bam, you can go straight up. And coming up here, we've got one very creative strat in particular to skip out a bunch of playings of the song.
I couldn't have asked for a better seed, honestly. I got to show what I wanted to show, dude. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
You skipped Great Bay Temple.
Gosh.
We got to play with the Bremen mask. We got to march in more ways than I knew you could. Yeah, so pay attention right here. So Revan pulled these blocks out. There'll be one left over here that's pretty close. Now, again, normally he's supposed to play all these different songs to bring them across. But instead, we're just going to come over. Our child statue is sitting over on a block. He's going to play it on top of this block, removing it from the other block it's on. And now you're warping with the block over here to basically the very top of Stone Tower. Very, very cool creative strat right there. Nothing difficult to it or anything. And now just like that, he's at the top of Stone Tower in like, 60 seconds of gameplay.
Okay. All right.
So now with that being said,
here.
yeah. So now that being said, we do have a lot. Yep. Stone Tower Temple is a pretty big dungeon, but because he already has the light arrows, he can instantly go to what's supposed to be the second half and do a big skip in here that skips most of the rest of the second half of the dungeon. First half of the dungeon, generally dedicated to getting the lights, but he's already got them.
This trick might look hard, but it's actually not that bad. You don't have to learn this. If you play the rando, you can just go this way up there and go around. You do not have to do the miserable block puzzle in the randomizer ever if you do either of the optional tricks here. Oh my god, I nailed it first try. Oh,
let's go,
awesome.
Legend. And that is a harder trick than you would think. I've still been messing around with it for the last few weeks, and I still never get it first try. That's awesome. And it looks so stylish. You barely swing by, grab onto the ledge. And now that, he'll void out right there. That gives him access to this chest. And now he's basically at the very end of the dungeon, 2 rooms away from Twin Mold.
Trust me, I mess that up at least 3 or 4 times normally. So lately I've learned that if you hold the bomb a little bit and don't instant shield drop it, it works better. I don't know if that's actually true, but it seems to do it for me. So, you know what? Actually, we're going to open this chest because I consider it the validation chest of MM Rando.
Honestly, this is the closest you're going to get. What do we get? Piece of art! Hooray! Yeah, normally where you would get the Giant's Mask.
I have to ask y'all, how difficult of a randomizer is this to get into? I remember the one time I did this, I felt very overwhelmed, even as someone who knew the base game really well. What are y'all's recommendations to approaching this randomizer for someone who wants to play, but it might feel overwhelming at first?
Definitely play the blitz settings 100%.
Yes.
Even though there are some in logic tricks, The climb you just saw me do is in logic. It's not that difficult to do. You could just literally rewatch what I did there. And the other one is that one in Deku Palace I did where I jumped onto the door frame. That one you are just going to learn that regardless when you play Rando for this, because it's a whole quality of life thing. But it isn't the easiest Rando. There is a learning curve to it, but Blitz cuts out a lot of the stuff that's really overwhelming to learn from the randomizer, from the off. And Spike can definitely speak to it because, like, he only picked this up like a month ago. So
yes, it's
give your thoughts, Spike.
Within 3 or 4 seeds, I was already churning out like
twin mold here.
yeah, 2.5 hours. And you see right here, yeah, the Fierce Deities mask right now. And try to get in multiple hits on these tails. 4 hits on either one, and that will take out each of them. And you might wonder, why wasn't Revan just using the Fierce Deities mask all over the place? You can only use it in the boss fights, and that's vanilla behavior of the game, because you can always come back and fight the bosses, which you very well could do after you've obtained the Fierce Deities mask on the moon.
Yeah, so feel free to, like, give your own thoughts about, like, your experiences learning it, Spike, because
yeah. It's a ton of fun. It really starts off like the time of day stuff can seem very, very daunting. Like, oh my gosh. And I will say there is a lot of little nuance. Like, oh, I can only get this check on night 1 or night 2, yada, yada. But the vast majority of the checks are not adhering to any sort of like specific time of day stuff. And like any randomizer, yes, there's gonna have to be some nuances of each check that you have to learn. But like overall, the world of Termina, I don't think is like overbearing to have to learn your checks in or anything. It's in a somewhat smaller pool, only 198 checks compared to, say, in comparison, like Zooter's like 250 or so. I really think it is a very, very fun randomizer to get into, and especially the Blitz settings. I guarantee you within anywhere from 3 to 8 or 9 seeds, you will be cranking out 2 to 3 hour times in this, and just having a ball. This game's great. Even if I talk crap about it all the time, because I'm bad at it.
What was the other thing I was going to say? I was going to say it's perfectly fine, by the way, if you play inverted the entire time your first couple of seeds. Do not feel bad about that. Do not.
Yeah. Because you always have access to that. That gives you like triple the time to do anything you need to do.
I was the very same way when I was picking up my seeds originally here. Let me think. Where? Oh yeah, they're not here now. Okay.
What are you trying to get?
Magic here. I was thinking about getting Chateau, because I have access to it.
Oh sure.
And I was gonna farm money, but I guess I'll show this other spot for farming money. Vidya has a fun fact in the chat.
Oh, what do we got here? Vidya, what do you say? If you don't count keys, the Majora's Mask and OOT Rando Standard have almost the exact same number of checks. That's a good point, because again, on these Blitz settings, all keys are just removed, which just puts more checks into dungeons and whatnot. OOT, yeah, probably a good like 50 of those are dedicated to just, all the keys you need to get through all the dungeons.
So if you're ever in need of money, this area right here with light arrows, you kill this guy, spawns 3 of them. And then you can just reap the benefits here.
And this was good. Revan had to kind of waste a little bit of time a day anyway, so it could roll over. Because until that timer starts ticking down from 6 minutes, you can't walk into Clock Tower. This is fun. Go check out the bar.
Yeah, let's just see that. Oh yeah, by the way, I also just realized I never checked bombers this seed.
Yep, I know. I had it there when you were kind of like looking around for potentially Garo's mask and whatnot. I was like, man, all of Revan's checks are the West and like 3 checks in Clocktown. One of which bombers, town archery you never did, treasure chest game you never did. I was surprised you never did treasure chest game.
Yeah, it just didn't route. All right.
Chateau
so now, by
Romani.
the way, one bottle.
Yep, that was the only bottle he found the whole scene. I guess you never needed. Oh wait, you needed the bottle so you could get the Deku mask with the hot spring water.
Yup.
Oh
Sure
my
did.
lanta! You don't have the spoiler line for this, do you? Chat, there are 6 bottles in this game. Revan
I
found
do have the
one.
spoiler log. I got it earlier. Like, I genned this morning, and
Wow.
so we'll just have to peek into that when I'm done here. But I'm going to show off the non-FD strats for the first 2 phases. And then final phase will just use FD, because the final phase strat is just stun Majora and then crouch stab, stun lock him infinitely until he dies. And it's just more annoying if I do that strat over just using FD.
Yeah, I think this is a good showcase of the different strategies. Because you obviously, this is another thing I would say when you're getting into the game. Fierce Deity's Mask, really, really good to see. I would use it your first couple seeds. But also, once you get a little more comfortable with the combat, force yourself to not use Fierce Deity and actually know how to fight all the different bosses without it. Because it's definitely a very overpowered, supposed to be a completionist reward for getting all the other masks in the game.
One thing to note, too, is that while in these settings you can't use FD outside of boss rooms, there is a setting in the randomizer to play with FD anywhere. And there is also tricks you can turn on to make that FD mask logical for checks in the overworld and in dungeons. And he's very fun and very funny, and if you wanted to spice up your Blitz settings in any way, you could totally do that if you have the Blitz item pool settings file, which, you know, I have, so... a good friend, Wooden Barrel, was doing an FD Anywhere seed this morning, and he was having lots of fun
Nice.
with it. Probably should have used light arrows, honestly, but whatever. So basically, phase 1, you use Zora Mask here to knock down Majora. I'll probably use FD to kill the remains here. Oh, whoop! I had bombs. Let me do this. I had bombs out because second phase. Okay, so we're just gonna kill the remains with FD.
One thing when you're learning the randomizer, you kind of start to learn all the different damage values, like what out damages what. The sword beams from the Fierce Deity are like the strongest thing in the game. Specifically the beams over just hitting it with the sword.
Oh my gosh, he keeps spinning.
Oh, he's spinning to win. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round.
I love it. Spike picking up what I'm putting down there.
Yeah. One of the greatest songs of
Sorry.
all time. Don't at me.
Okay,
And you can
so
see that
phase
Chateau
2.
Romani. Oh, yeah, no, you explain. Go.
Phase 2. Not many people know this, but in the center of the arena, if you place a bomb, it will just knock down Majora anywhere. And that is specifically programmed that way. So, and then what I'm going to do when he's knocked down like that is I'm going to Goron roll over to him and then Goron ground pound him infinitely until he goes to phase 3. Because Goron ground pound has a shockwave effect and knocks him back down. So as you are hitting him and doing damage, you are also knocking him back down. And that's phase 2 without FD.
Yeah, and you can see it is. You don't have to be very close to him. The shockwave is a shockwave.
I didn't know if it was programmed that way, but it's apparently a glitch. Okay, sorry.
Oh, we're cheating.
But that's phase 2 without FD.
And we can get ready on time because as soon as this phase is done, that is the end of the seed.
Yeah, so get ready on time here.
We're about to destroy this thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be very fast. And, okay. I'm literally just like mashing here. All right, there's time. Sorry.
207.45.
Wow,
Let's
and
go.
you showcased a lot. Yeah. That's awesome, gamer.
What a
I
gamer.
am I am very happy. I am so happy. I was so worried I was going to get like some really trash fire seed or like something that was going to bottleneck me somewhere. I don't know. But I guess the seed this afternoon blessed me. I'm not sure.
Forced double dip into Snowhead Temple to get the Lens of Truth so you could go get the hot spring water, so you could get the Deku Mask, so you could get the fire arrows and come back. That was super unique. And just lots of cool speed strats you showed off all over the place.
Yes, and I even got to show off the Bremen Mask March in Castle.
Oh, yeah, you got a 207 and you literally forced a death so you could show
Exactly.
That's
All right,
great.
let's see where these other bottles were.
Yeah, I want to know if there was a not fire arrow chest bottle.
Okay. Not showing up in North Clocktown. Let's see.
They're just all in Stone Tower Temple.
Let's see. I'm trying to like glance through looking for like 1-star bottles. Okay. What does it say? Yeah, okay, so the bottle of red potion is 1 star. Let me just download this and try and just look up bottles. I was hoping I wouldn't have to download it, but okay, let's see. Bottle. Oh my gosh, please. Bottle. Okay. Dog Race had another, and that dog, the Mask of Truth was in Snowhead Temple. So
Yep. So that's 2 locked in Snowhead. Okay.
Zora Cape like had another.
Okay. So you could have went and got
zero
that
reason
one.
to go over there.
Yep.
Stone Tower Bridge Crystal. So yeah, Stone Tower Temple had another bottle. And Bottle of Gold Dust also in Stone Tower Temple.
Okay.
And Milk Bottle in Stone Tower Temple. So we had 3 bottles in Stone Tower Temple.
Wow. So yeah, you either needed to go into Snowhead to get access to one of 2 bottles, or you had to go over to the area of the game you had no reason to go over to for a long time, Zora Cape. What will happen a lot of times, Stone Tower Temple has like 25 checks in it. Like, unironically, an 1/8 of the checks in the game are up in Stone Tower. So yeah, a lot of times, a lot of things will get dumped up there. That was our Gomo dungeon, our final dungeon we needed to do today. But it was really cool that both Snowhead Temple and Woodfall Temple had stuff you needed to beat the seeds. You actually had to play them a little bit, not just go mode them. And yeah, you did a great job, Revan.
Yeah, and Letter to Cafe, for those wondering.
Oh, yes.
Was in Zora Hall on Evan, where you play basically this game's Frog Song too.
Okay, it's like 20 notes or something ridiculous.
Yep. So, if someone happened to go Zora Cape first and route Zora Hall, they were going to get baited by the Letter to Cafe that cycle instead. Whether or not the other copy of that hint was in Zora Cape, I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Cape. No, so the other Great Bay Coast Foolish was in Zora Cape. The other Letter to Cafe hint was... Oh, yeah, that was Spring. We got that one. Where's the other one, though? Captains. This is just my curiosity.
Yeah, this is always the like post game, like, all right.
It was on the Canyon dock. The hint.
Oh, okay. Yep. So they were both like a little bit later for those.
Yep. Cool. Wow. I was not expecting to have such a really great seed to show. I'm really happy.
So before we get going, because we have another GDQ show after this, we have aimbot after. Do you all have any shout outs?
I have a shout out to just basically the MMR Discord community. I don't know. Am I allowed to like share the invite link for that if people wanted to play the rando? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Let me go in here. So that's that. And then other shout outs, Spike Vegeta, thank you. Sky,
Thank you.
And what else? Shout outs to I Ate Your Pie, who originally got me into playing randos because I saw him playing Ocarina of Time rando years ago. I've been a part of his community for years, so if you know me from there, shout outs to everybody there. And also Pie himself, he's a great guy. I Ate Your Pie. And shout outs to Zoe Zolotova, the lead developer on Majora's Mask Randomizer.
Yes,
as well.
Absolutely.
She is awesome and basically almost by herself got this initially going. So
Yep. And the original developer, Death Basket, she is the one who originally created the rando, but she basically passed it on to Zoe Zolotova. If you like randomizers, if you like seeing MM tonight, I stream Majora's Mask Randomizer a lot. I stream it almost every afternoon if I can, from like around 1 o'clock Eastern. And other things like Zooter. I've been playing with. There is an adult trade shuffle in the works. I've been playing with that lately.
Oh my god!
And child trade shuffle is coming.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. That is coming soon. And other things in development that I'm interested in looking at when it's ready. The Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time combo randomizer. That is in development right now.
It's happening, people. It's happening.
Whoa.
It is happening. There is one person that is working on it, and that individual is amazing. Shoutouts to Nax. He is very hard at work on that. And we are looking forward to whenever that is ready. It's going to be a while still. It's very WIP, but he's got walking between the two games working already, and he has logic all written up for the main dungeons for OOT. He's working through Rando logic right now on that side. Items are shuffling between the two games. It's gonna be a while still, but yeah. And then I think that's all my shout-outs. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
think that
I would
covers
like
everybody.
to thank Revan for being on. Spike, thank you for commentary. We'll talk about some of the other randomizers because I'm very interested on having a lot of that on.
Man.
So
Sky heard Banjo Kazooie randomizer. She was like, "Drop everything. Let's do this."
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure.
So we can.
If you want to have me on again for anything, sure. Like, I'm down.
We can look forward to having those wonderful games on in the future. So real quick, a few announcements again on behalf of GDQ. Remember that if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel to help us get closer to a golden play button with 1 million subscribers. Let's go. Be sure to get on that. Also, your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits shared on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick, both with Hotfix and a GDQ 2023 costs. So please consider subscribing if you enjoy the daily GDQ content. And of course, back to YouTube. Thank you everyone for watching this. If you're watching this on YouTube, go to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick if you're interested in looking at our live content, starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. Also, we're not done with our broadcast tonight. Stay tuned for Aimbot coming up next. Take it away, Amy.